Good morning, everyone, and welcome from a sunny High Wycombe. My name is Paul Pereira, and I'm the Cloud Services Account Manager for Sangoma in the UK and Ireland. During today's webinar, we're going to talk about how business doesn't have to go in lockdown during lockdown. Today on our agenda, we're going to talk to you about why virtual working has become the new reality. And unfortunately, there's a number of barriers in the way to businesses to adapt to this new normal, and we'll go through those and how to overcome them. We'll cover what unified comms is and how it will help you in this situation, and what to look for to help you choose the right business phone system for your organization. We'll briefly cover who we are and what Sangoma is about. We'll also have time for Q&A at the end, so please feel free to submit your questions. We are recording the webinar, so if you want to play it back later or share it with a colleague, it will be made available. So the first thing we will cover is how the virtual has become the new reality. 2020 has changed everything. So a little bit of history about me. I joined Sangoma in late November of 2019 and worked in the office for all of about 4 months before being sent home during the lockdowns. So thankfully, I had all the tools I needed to work from home with minimal disruption. But if you're not used to working from home, it doesn't come easy. We're going to talk about how this process can be made more natural. Working virtually isn't natural, and it's a big change for many people. But unfortunately, COVID doesn't seem to be going anywhere for the foreseeable future. And even after COVID, many people aren't likely to return to the office. And if they do, it will be in a reduced capacity. So what I will now do is hand over to Lauren, who is the account manager for the UK and Ireland. Over to you, Lauren.
Thank you, Paul. Lovely to see you all. Thank you for joining us today. So as Paul said, I'm the account manager for UK and Ireland. And just to give you also a bit of background about me in case you're not aware of myself, I joined Sangoma about 3-4 years ago. Joined the team there and I've loved every minute. And then, whether or not any of you are aware, I went on maternity leave about 6 weeks prior to COVID. And as you can imagine, when I came back December, just before Christmas, there was a massive, massive change. And yes, even though I was on maternity leave, you do obviously see it all, and you keep in contact with friends who are still working. My other half, he works for a rail company. He obviously got sent home and worked from home, so I've got to see it from that point of view. But when you're on maternity leave, you are in a bit of a bubble, slightly busy with a small child who is kind of developing, learning, and then ends up running around. So when I came back to work, it was a massive, massive change. I think I was in the office for all of 2 weeks before we went on our lockdown 3.0, as everyone keeps calling it. So again, a big change, obviously adjusting to working at home. I must admit, as Paul said, it is a big change. It doesn't come naturally to everyone. I don't know, there's probably many people like me, especially in sales, who actually like being in the office, bouncing off each other, getting that momentum, and it improves, I think, your work life. So it is a change for people to work from home. And what we want to talk about today is how we can help with that change. Like we said, overcoming those barriers, how UC helps businesses to overcome those barriers and for people to work remotely and make it easy for them. As Paul said, it's changed massively. COVID isn't going to go anywhere anytime soon, even when people are allowed out of their house. There's going to be probably a tier system. So it'll be a slow transition. But I think even when we are allowed to get to some form of new normal, I think a lot of businesses are realizing that workers can be remote. There's lots of tools for them to work remotely. There's massive advantages to staff working remotely, i.e. in the financial part of commercial rents, the drop in price on phone systems, etc. So I think a lot of companies will relook at how their staff are working, whether it's in the office or at home. As you can see, the BCO UK survey results, 46% of office workers intend to work intend to remain working from home at least part of the week. I think people realise there's a good work-life balance in doing this. So, and 30% was set for a full 5-day week return to the office. Again, some people like being in the office. I do. I like getting out and having a different scenery and bouncing off of colleagues and talking. So there are advantages. So barriers in the way of the new normal. I can remember pre-COVID going out talking to resellers, even some end users, and there were so many barriers against virtualization, against cloud, and staff working remotely, and people were, I suppose, scared of it. Didn't quite understand it, didn't quite understand how it worked, what the benefits were. And I think there were so many barriers which we'll go through that they had with the employees, what employees had against it as well. So it's not just the employers, sometimes the employees had views against this. So let's have a look at these barriers. So hurdles to working remotely. First one, unable to use work extensions remotely. Employees having to use their personal phone numbers. People aren't a fan of that. Lack of control. Not being able to control the calls, the call flows, queues, having people on hold, phone line engaged, that's scared of potential business loss and customers going elsewhere. We'll look at that. No access to office phone features. Obviously, when you're in the office, it's a lot easier. Everything's all set up and fine and dandy, and your staff can get on with it. A lot of staff are scared when you kind of start working remotely and not being able to manage those calls the same as you would in the office. And then collaboration. When you're in the office, it is so much easier. Everything's at your fingertips. It all works. It's brilliant. Sometimes when you work from home, it can be difficult to work with different CRMs that the company has. So we'll also look at that as well. So first one that we discussed, unable to use work extensions remotely. As I said, and I was this as well. I do give my mobile number out. That's probably to a little bit of a workaholic, but I do know a lot of people don't like to. They like to keep their personal life and numbers separate. So that was always a massive barrier, more for employees than probably employers. And to overcome that was to come up with a solution where you can take your office number wherever you go. And we have a diagram here to give an example. I'm sure most of you understand this, but allowing someone to take their office line or office number DDI with them. There's 3 ways you can do that with a UC solution. Obviously, the call comes in, goes through the cloud solution PBX, and then it disperses out to, and again, it depends on how the individual has this set up, but I have it set up that basically all 3 of my devices ring. My desk phone, my mobile, and my laptop desktop, they all ring. It's a bit crazy, but it works. It means that even if I'm not in the office, I'm out seeing clients, back when that was at the time I could see clients, and hopefully I will be able to soon. Either way, I got to pick up a call. I didn't miss it. And that's what you want, because again, you don't want to lose business. You want your customers to be able to come through. And it's really nice because it just looks like you're in the office and you're working. The number doesn't change. Again, customers don't have to think of all these different numbers. So having a user's extension follow them wherever they are is fantastic. So that then overcomes that hurdle of employees not wanting to use numbers, employers not wanting to get separate mobiles for staff because that's an extra expense. It's expensive. So this is where UC really does come in, and that overcomes that hurdle. Next one, lack of call control. This is a big one, I think. The facility to deal with queues, redirect calls, is massive. Even if you're a small business, you're not a call center who deals with this, you want to be able to deal with phone calls, make sure they're being answered by staff, set up queues, move queues about, move agents to different queues. If someone's not available, move them across. You want to be able to do that. Otherwise, you have you can't see what's going on. You want to see what calls are being missed. You don't want to lose customers. You don't want to lose business. And having this function, this feature, is massive. So lack of call control, being able to do this function and move the calls. You can do this on UC. There's various ways you can do it with different applications, which we can run through later. I'll run through these as well. So manage calls, easily deal with the queues and redirect calls. You can create music on hold. We've all been there and sat and listened to that. Callback when available, that's on modules now, where people can obviously drop the line, come off, and then get a call back when their place in the queue comes forward. Allow inbound callers to hang out without losing their position. Built-in queue priorities. If you've got VIP clients that you want to prioritize, they can then obviously be put forward in a queue above others. And routing rules. So times of day, either when staff are on or off, the business hours, holidays, there's all sorts. So you can obviously create those rules. And then managing employees. This overcomes the employer's hurdle of, I suppose it's that little bit of trust in that your staff are actually working, because it's difficult at home to have the motivation, and you do have distractions with normal day life. Some even get distracted with stuff on the internet. So being able to have that view of your employees and that they're actually making calls, receiving calls, is fantastic. And you can do this with the phone systems now. So being able to see that they are actually doing what they should be doing alleviates the worry on the employer's side and making sure and managing their staff. Access to office phone features. So bring your office phone features to your home. So as an employee, you can then obviously do your minimal stuff on your control. So for example, creating rules, marking yourself out for lunch. This is great because normally in the office, you'll be able to see each other and say, oh, such and such is unavailable. But being able to see each other's presence, you can do this. You can mark yourself out for lunch, available on a call, in a meeting, unavailable for chat. There's so many features, and that will be on your multiple desktop, mobile app. They can do this. Easily transfer calls, again, by seeing each other's presence. And call recording. Again, this is a massive one. I've dealt with a lot of clients over the time who have been from various different industries, and been able to have the ability to record the calls by pressing a single digit like *5 or something along those lines, and record a call to keep for legal purposes, could be for training. There's various reasons they need to be kept. And again, you can still do this from home with the cloud system or the PBX UC system. Collaboration is detached. So enabling team collaboration. Obviously, everyone wants to be able to access the usual business tools for integration like Microsoft Teams, Salesforce, any call history, notes. You also want to have that multi-channel communication across different devices. So voice and video, conferencing, presence, instant messaging, screen sharing. You have this with UC as well. There are so many various tools now to have us all working together seamlessly. I do it on a day-to-day basis, and I'm sure you all do. The Zooms to the end of the world, talking to everyone. That's all we seem to do nowadays. And again, you've got these tools within your UC. So let's have a little run through unified communications. Obviously, I'm sure a lot of you on here are aware of them, but we can run through them all. So with UC, it's all about customer experience, and this is where UC comes in, is making your work life easier, but also how the customer experience from the other side is. And by having all these available tools and features and functions, it means that your customers get through to the right person. They're not getting chucked around from extension to extension trying to find someone. They're not sat on hold waiting forever to see if someone's available. So from their perception, it is seamless, and that's what you want, because if you've got happy customers, you've got a happy business that is making money. And 84% of organizations working to improve customer experience report an increase in revenue. So that alone is massive. Small businesses need affordable, unified communications. And this is where this always used to be a big one for me. A lot of people found that if they were to change their phone system or their legacy phone systems, it was all going to be these big upfront costs, and it's too much. Actually, a lot of them were saving 50% in network costs compared to the legacy phone system. So again, straight away on your bottom line as a business, that is massive. You improve business efficiency, 45%. There are so many reasons for unified communications within the business. And again, it's just going out and speaking to our clients, customers, and educating them on this. But I actually think with COVID, it has brought it forward. A lot of people have had no choice but to go down these routes. But since being pushed into it with COVID, have actually realised the benefits, and are more likely to stick with it and move forward and actually probably grow. Why unified communications? So unified communications adds more voice, generally available through a single app on multiple devices, as we discussed. And why? Productivity for your employees, the cost, performance, and user experience. We all know that employees feel better for using it. It reduces, obviously, frustrations. The customer experience on the other side is 100 times better, and businesses save money. But with all that in mind, you need to choose the right business phone system. It needs to suit the business, not the vendors. If the system doesn't allow you to work where you want, communicate how you want, and collaborate how you want, then it's not right for you. It's not going to work. There will be something down the line that you will find, and it's wasted time. So you need to choose a vendor that lets you deploy how you want, whether it be cloud, on-premise, virtually. Every business is different. Communicate how you want. Again, desk phone, mobile, internet. Every worker, every employee is going to be different. And then buy how you want. Again, you've got yearly, monthly, and as a service. There's so many ways that you can make this work, and having that freedom is so much better for the business, because every business is different. Optional extras. Choose a vendor that includes essential core features in the price. If to make it work, you want everything readily available to you at that affordable price. Knows features like queue priority and call recording a necessity, not an option. Doesn't charge extra per user for these features. Integration with business tools. You want to be able to connect with your Microsoft Teams, Salesforce, Outlook, Gmail. And security. The phone system needs to integrate with your security plan and protect your network. Again, this has always been a massive one. I think that was a hurdle as well for people, having that security and knowing that, especially when going virtual, that they're protected from malicious attacks, hackers. So all features included for every user. Dashboard that allows your individual users, employees to manage their calls. Mobility allows you to leave the office, especially nowadays working remote, and still be able to call and also talk with other staff members. Call center, if you have a call center, you want those features readily available for reporting. Obviously collaboration with your other CRMs. Conferencing, and then you've got the integrations here. You want this all available and at no extra cost, no hidden costs. Having that all there ready available. So if your business grows, changes, descales, you want to be able to adapt to it. Full UC capabilities. So with ourselves, we have a Sangoma Connect, which is available on the mobile via Android and iOS. And then we've also got the desktop app. Now, as we said, these all connect. So you've got your desktop, your desk phone, your mobile, everything works. It's just one extension. You can chat to each other, you can do screen shares, everything is ready, available. And this is what you want in a day and age where we are at the moment, where everyone's working remotely. This is what your clients want. They want to be able to make calls, and it just works. So a little bit about ourselves for anyone who may be on and doesn't know who Sangoma is, or what we've been up to over the last 30 odd years from memory. So Sangoma, we are a leader in enterprise value-based business communication solutions. We pride ourselves in bringing high technology but at an affordable price for our customers. We are building tomorrow's solutions, and we're constantly working to provide better products, better technology, and obviously moving and thinking forward of what's coming next in the world and what businesses need next. Why customers choose to work with ourselves? We have a proven financial performance. We have grown massively, even in the 3 or 4 years that I've been here. I've seen it grown. New staff members come, new products, new acquisitions. We've grown not only organically within ourselves, but also by partnering up, joining forces and purchasing other acquisitions to basically reach all of the market, 100% of the marketplace. We are global. Our HQ is in Toronto, but we are across the world. I'll run through where we're based here in the UK. We are, and if no one's aware, the 2 largest open source communication projects. So we own Asterix and FreePBX, and obviously industry leading award winning UC. So we have won awards for our products that we have brought out. So this is a image on kind of our growth and what we do as a company. We've always seen ourselves as a vendor who has everything. I would like to think if you came to us with a project, we will have the product. And we work with businesses from all sizes, from your small businesses all the way through to your large carriers. And as you can see, you've got your Asterix and FreePBX at the bottom, and it moves all the way around up into kind of your carrier services, meeting service, full UC solutions. I mean, we even do boards, SBCs, gateways. I've been in those a number of years, and we've got the phones and the headsets. So we have a real mixture of products available to our clients. So I always say this, and not to make it sound cheesy, but we're kind of your one-stop shop. I'd like to think that when you partner with us, there's every product available that your client would need. Sangoma Meet. So we've launched this, I think, just after I went on maternity, because as I said, I'm a workaholic. I still checked my emails even though I was on maternity, and this came through and I saw the announcement, and it's fantastic. It's a great product. You can join up to 50 colleagues, friends, family, all in one video conference. Works on any WebRTC compatible browser like Chrome. That's what I use it on. And yeah, it's a fantastic product. You know, please go have a look at it. You've got the link there for it. Use it. It's a fantastic product, and it's completely free. So even better. So as I said, I was going to say a little bit about ourselves here in the UK. So our UK European team, we have an office just down the road from where I live. I didn't actually say where I was. I'm based in Crowthorne, which is by Reading. It's probably the easiest way to explain it. And our office isn't far. It's in Wokingham, which is where we're based. And that HQ covers all of the UK, Ireland, and the European team. We have a big team within Europe. All of them are technical support, development, marketing, sales. So everyone's on hand. And obviously various languages, English, French, German, Italian, Spanish. Everyone is ready, available. product experts, live demos, adaptive verticals, company size. We're basically on hand, and what I like to think is not only do you have like myself and Paul who are at the end of the phone to assist you on any questions you may have, but the best thing is we've got a support team on site, so they're there to assist you, and you know, I can go over and maybe give them a little poke to get some more information out of them, or to get them to help you. We have development and engineering on site as well, which I think is a massive plus. And marketing as well. We've got a marketing manager on site as well. So everything is at our fingertips to help you to grow your business, to make sales, and we want you to use us. So whether that be coming to meet clients, whether that be doing demos, it has been proven that having the vendor on calls, demos, when speaking with clients, that you're more likely to win the business. We have marketing material to help grow your businesses and get the products out there, and we want you to use us. You know, I want you to call us and say you've got these projects and you want us to help, and marketing and brochures, anything it may be, events. We're here to help you sell more and win more business, and we want you to use our knowledge and skills. How to buy our products? So if you may not be aware, is we don't sell direct. We only sell via the channel, and we've been a massive champion for 20 years, and it's something we believe in, and it's not going to change. We don't want to speak with your clients unless you want us to, that they're your relationship to manage, and we'll help in any way, shape or form. But ultimately we sell via the channel. We have distributors throughout the UK and Europe, and obviously then it's down to the resellers to contact our sales or the disties. Extensive partner network throughout the world, trained and supported by ourselves. And if you're looking for a reseller, or most importantly, you would like to become a reseller of ours, then head to the email there, or get in contact with either me or Paul, and then we can obviously discuss that and get you to become a partner of ours, and then you can benefit from the partner program, and then obviously the products, training, etc. So, summary: business doesn't have to lock down in lockdown 3.0. I swear, lockdown and COVID are going to be banned from my house soon, but it is the way the life is at the moment, and virtual is now the reality. We've all been saying for a long time that virtualization, cloud, all these products are coming. They're not coming anymore, they're here. Everyone needs them. The world has changed. COVID has forced that upon a lot of businesses and made it advance to make that change. So it is a reality now, and I think as a vendor, as resellers, as telecoms, we need to educate the customers and the businesses on this. We need to remove the barriers, which, as I went through, I believe UC Products does this. You know, there is no stopping the new normal now. Everyone has everything at their fingertips to be able to make this work, and you know, we are going to be the ones to supply that. When I say we are, I hope it's Sangoma, but you guys as well. And then Sangoma helps businesses stay connected on their terms. As I said, we have UC Products that I went through, Switchbox. It's already available on prem, cloud, software, and you can communicate how you want: desk phone, mobile, and internet. And just as important, buy how you want: yearly, monthly, as a service. As I've said, and I'll always say this, every business, every customer is different, and being able to offer them a product that works with them is massive. It means that you're gonna cover the 100% of the market, and having a solution that allows you to do that is only going to improve your business. Now, with our system, we are more than happy to give you a personal demonstration and run through the system, run through any points, any questions you have. Happy to set that up again. Please contact myself or Paul, and we can get that scheduled on a beautiful video call, and you can meet ourselves in person, and we can run through this all. More than happy to do that. So Q&As, I hope you've all got questions. I'm gonna see if and ask Paul what questions we have available to us today.
Hey, Lauren, we've got a few questions. I'll just start with this one quickly. How can I test your UC solution?
So, yes, as I said, we're happy to give a demo and run through it all because it's going to be new to you guys. We have NFR kits available, so a full kit of our products for you to keep for demo purposes and for testing, and they're available. And we also have a trial account per se of our Switchbox cloud solution. And we can also give you one of these and you can use it again for testing and demoing to clients. So there's various options, and I'm happy to run through it with any of you individually. That's no problem at all.
Okay, our next one is, what commitments do we have to make to join your partner program, and will it cost anything?
So most importantly, it doesn't cost a thing. We are constantly looking for partners and resellers to come and join our Sangoma family. What you need to do is, again, contact myself. I will set up a call with you. We can run through everything and the benefits and discuss your business and how I can help you and what products you're interested in, and then we'll move forward.
Okay, this next one I think I can answer. I want to bundle my broadband with your voice, and is that possible? Well, to answer your question, yes, it is possible. Obviously, all billing is handled through you guys as the resellers, and you can quite freely bundle that in with your services. Okay. My next one is, can my customer have on-prem in one office and cloud UC in a different one? If so, will they have to learn two systems? I think I'll handle this one again, Lauren.
Yep.
So to answer your question, yes, you can have on-prem in one office and cloud UC in the other. No, you will not have to learn two systems. So it's the same software stack, regardless of how you're deploying it. It's going to be the same user interface. As far as you're concerned as the reseller, you will only have one product to learn, regardless of how you deploy it.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one here we've got is, we're looking to transition to cloud, but it's unlikely to be until end of next year. If we use your on-prem solution, will we have to learn a new product? I guess this kind of follows on from what we were just saying. So no, you won't have to learn a new product. Okay, okay, this is quite a far-reaching question. How has COVID affected Sangoma? I'll leave that one to you, Lauren.
Thanks, Paul. How has it affected Sangoma? Obviously, it's been a big change. Adapting and changing working life, and obviously all the legalities. But I would leave that to the head office and the big bosses to organise that. But I suppose for us here in the UK, we've obviously been very lucky. Sangoma is very supportive. We're a good team, we support each other, but working from home hasn't been too bad for us. Obviously, working within the business and having our systems ready available at our fingertips has made it a lot easier. Sangoma is still thriving. Obviously, business has been good and busy, but like I said, we're global, so all of our teams are working from home, and they are working hard to support our resellers. So in that change, in the sense of actually how we perform to our clients, our customers, nothing's changed at all. It's still a working day for us. I suppose in the background, yes, we're all remote. Yes, things would have changed internally in that sense, but from your point of view as a customer, nothing's changed. We are all still here working hard for you guys. I hope that's answered that question.
Yep, it has. We've got a few more, but I think they're a bit more technical. So what we'll do is we'll get back to you with the answer on those via email or call outs.
Yeah, we'll take that offline. Perfect.
Okay, I think that's everything then. Do you have any final remarks or anything you want to talk about, Lauren?
No, I just want to say thank you everyone for joining. I've enjoyed it. Obviously, as I said, this was my first webinar since coming back from maternity. I was a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. It's been well over a year. But actually, once I got in the flow of it, I loved it and I loved talking to you guys. I'm passionate about Sangoma and our products and Switchvox, and I hope that's come across in this webinar to you guys. I look forward to speaking to you all individually. Please, as I said, do contact us. More than happy to go through any of our products and our partner program, or maybe any projects that you think would suit your clients. I'll just click across. Sorry, there you go. There's our details. I knew I'd forget something. I've got this far all the way to the end and I forgot to click the last slide. Here are our details. Do contact us. Same as Paul. Paul's the cloud services manager, so anything cloud services related, Paul's the man. He knows.
Yep.
And anything UK related for all of our products within Sangoma, do contact me. Thank you very much.